Hello, beautiful. Yes, you are beautiful and amazing. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're staying encouraged. I hope you are staying intentional and being mindful of the different things that you allow in your life. So, don't know who this message is for, but I did want to share it. So, even myself, so it's so important that we do those affirmations, right? Very important. It's very important what we say to ourselves each day because we are the first, like it's like what we tell ourselves is the first thing that we hear when we wake up in the morning, right? So I don't know about any of you, but sometimes you can actually wake up with something on your heart or something on your spirit, something on your mind, right? And so it's important to be aware of all these things, right? And not to let a specific thing alter how you feel, right? We got to take our control totally back and make sure that we are just in control of how we're feeling, right? So again, not going to hold you long. Just wanted to say that even as a expert in certain areas, so I consider myself an expert life coach, and I'm very experienced also with just working with individuals and also working in a trauma informed environment, and being aware of different triggers and different receptors and just generational curses and the different strongholds that that comes with all of it, right? So even as an expert in that area, I myself have to be mindful to make sure that I am releasing negative energies, negative thoughts, right? So you can have it all together in one area, but still actually be triggered by a lot of things, actually, right? So I know in my experience, just a little transparent, because I try to be very transparent, just a little transparency. So sometimes a lot of people would look at me and think that, she must be in a relationship, she must, perhaps married or whatever. So actually, I was married, um, and it ended in divorce. I was married for a couple years, ended in divorce. It's been a couple years since I've been divorced, and just dating. Sometimes you come across a lot of different personalities. Um, and I was like wondering, like, what is it about me that's attracting like narcissistic individuals to me? People not being truthful, being deceptive. You meet one, maybe two, but when it's a reoccurring cycle, you start to be like, well, dang, is it me? So I don't know if anyone can relate to that. So actually, no, it's not. It's not you. It's not me. So yeah, we always have to look inside of ourselves and do a self evaluation piece, right? But we have to be mindful that just because someone presents us, and I've said this in many videos, just because someone offers us something, it doesn't mean that that's what we're worth, right? And so I know I recently had seen something, well, a while ago, I seen something about a bottle of water, right? Bottle of water. And so it's like, this could be 50 cents somewhere. It could be sold for $3 at an event. It could even be sold for $5 at an event, but it's still the same bottle of water, right? So we have to make sure that we're being intentional and making sure that just because we are offered something, it might be negative, may not be what we want, we're not so easy we don't accept it. Not even so easy that we don't accept it at all. So what I realized was I was actually entertaining individuals that were never meant for me to entertain. And I say that in the most humblest way that I can because I've never been a materialistic person or anything like that, right? But the truth of the matter is sometimes we waste our time not necessarily settling, but giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. So that's what I do when I meet someone. I don't, I try not to put them in a box with everybody else, or, you know what I mean? I try to, like, see how things are. What I've learned over these last couple years is, although that might be your intention, you can't believe anything that anyone says until they actually show you the action. So now, recently, what I started doing was not necessarily putting everybody in the same box, but starting out with a box because we all have to have boundaries, and it's so important for us to have boundaries. Starting off as a box, you're going to go into that box until you work your way out of that box. If you don't work your way out of that box, then no harm, no foul. It's okay because I didn't even give you that time. I didn't even invest anything in you because our time is valuable, ladies and men as well, right? Our time is valuable. You waste. 20 minutes talking to this person and this person, you do that a couple times, it can add up. And even 20 minutes of wasted time is wasted, right? You got these what you doing texts, you're busy texts, things like that. It's like, let's have conversation and dialogue. Let's be real about what you want. And you know what I mean? And not only just talk it, let's actually start to see stuff. Because, too much conversation, it's just like I said, it's wasted time. I've wasted time with a lot of individuals that were never worth my time. So I just want to encourage you to take your time back. Take your time back and be intentional about who you give yourself to. And don't ever let that make you feel like that you're not worthy, because that's what, in my mind, if I wasn't so experienced and if I wasn't an expert life coach, I could have easily got caught up in depression, thinking, well, what is the odds of me continuing, for me to, what is it about me that's attracting these things? And that too, I have to take inventory of myself to say, and like, Lord, help me, God, because I don't want to continue to deal with this. I don't, I'd rather be single for a lifetime than to deal with the bull crap. But what I can't allow that to do is to make me feel like that I'm unworthy of true love. I can honestly say that I probably have not ever really experienced true love in itself. And I have a lot to offer. You have a lot to offer. So don't ever make anyone make you feel other than that. So again, don't know who this message is for, but I did want to share it. That's why it's so important for us to say our daily affirmations. It's so important for us to continue to work on ourselves, not be consumed about relationships or being in a relationship. I know some women who have actually turned gay, or turned to the opposite sex because they couldn't find a man who actually treated them like the woman and the queen that they are. And that's actually sad too. And it also can go to people dating outside their race. Now, if that's your choice and that's what you want to do, that's your business, with the opposite sex as well. But we shouldn't let any actions of another individual turn us to be make us do something that we, make us to feel like this is the only way. I must go this way. I do believe in Black love. I believe it's beautiful. But I know also I considered it, like, well, dang, maybe I need to date outside my race somewhat, because the options that are coming to me are kind of like, and there's a lot of good men. So I'm not trying to say that. It's just like I said, I don't know, I'm just speaking from my past experience. So, but what I've learned to do is just continue to focus on God. God will, I got to know that I'm worthy. I'm worthy. You're worthy. We all have things to work on, so we could take a note of things that we want to work on for us, not for a specific individual, right? So it's all about self-love and doing things that make you happy. So like this weekend, I'm taking myself out on a date. I'm going to start loving myself until God sends me the king that I deserve, the man of God that I deserve. Not a nigga, nothing like that. A man of God with standards. You understand? So it's like we got to set standards. In that box is where that person will be going until it's proven to be other, until it's other, until it's, till actions are proven, because, it is, that's just what it is. So stay encouraged, say those daily affirmations. I actually wanted to say an affirmation really quick. Affirmations encourage self-love. And again, it's in a humble way, not being conceited, but it's okay to know that, I'm worthy. I'm worth it. I'm worth the actions of just being treated with respect, dignity, more than a sexual object, and vice versa. I have that love to reciprocate as well, right? So that's why I said, not looking at it like, in any negative manner at all, right? But just knowing and being real with yourself. So affirmations, here's an affirmation. I accept everything in my life. I am not attached to anything in my life, the good or the bad. I accept my body for what it is today. I am the best version of myself right now. I love everything about me. And yes, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. God made me this way. And I believe that anything that needs to be changed, as I seek God, He will reveal those things to me. I will stay focused on the Lord and know who I am in Him. And I speak these things as though they are done in the name of Jesus. So, yes, be bold, be confident, always know who you are, and don't settle. So, and don't believe the lies of the enemy. Like I said, anytime you wake up with negative things on your mind, negative things in your spirit, shake that stuff off. Shake it off. Work on what you need to work on. So I'm not saying being oblivious to, some things. Because sometimes we gotta deal with some things right away. If it's causing us, if it's stunting our growth in other areas, right? So like productivity, am I being productive? What am I spending my time on? I gotta be mindful of that as well, right? Can't be on Facebook all day if I'm getting this transitional home together for Destined to Be. You understand what I'm saying? So prioritizing and prioritize your time because not everyone is worthy of it. So just something to remember and never forget. So stay focused, stay determined. I love you, but you have to love yourself more and always know that God loves you. He has the ultimate love. So stay safe, stay blessed, and stay intentional. Until next time, talk to you soon.